Okay, so let's dive into something pretty mind-bending today. We're looking at the work of Dr. Joe Dispenza and this massive idea. What if you could actually reprogram your brain, break out of old, tired patterns, and literally design a brand new future for yourself? Sounds like science fiction, right? Well, let's find out.
Seriously, just think about it for a second. Does it ever feel like you're caught in a loop? You wake up, you have the same thoughts, you feel the same familiar emotions, you go through the motions, and then at the end of the day, you wonder why nothing in your life ever really changes.
Well, here's the good news. You are definitely not imagining it. But even better news, you are not stuck. There's a real science behind why we get caught in that loop, and more importantly, there's a science to getting out of it, and it all starts the second you open your eyes in the morning.
You see, this whole idea of living in the past isn't just some poetic phrase. It's a real biological process. It's a chemical feedback loop that we fire up every single morning, usually without even realizing we're doing it. It's a pretty simple cycle when you break it down. You wake up, and what's the first thing that pops into your head? For a lot of us, it's our problems, right? The bills, the job, the relationship issues. And those thoughts aren't just thoughts, they're memories connected to real people, real places. And each one of those memories has an emotion attached to it. So the moment you remember your problems, you start feeling the emotions of your past. Anxiety, unhappiness, maybe some sadness. And just like that, you've started your day by conditioning your mind and body to live in the past. And if you're always living in the past, well, your future is going to look pretty predictable.
So why is this morning routine, this loop, so incredibly hard to break? The answer is, well, it's kind of fascinating. It's because the vast majority of who we think we are is just running on autopilot.
Get this. According to Dr. Dispenza's work, a whopping 95% of who we are by our mid-30s is a set of subconscious programs. We're talking memorized behaviors, emotional reactions, habits, all of it running automatically under the surface. That leaves just 5% for our conscious mind. You know, the part of you that's listening to this right now, the part that actually wants to change. Yeah, by the time we hit 35, that programming is pretty much set in stone. Your identity, your personality has basically created your personal reality. So when you try to make a change with just that tiny 5% conscious mind, you're going up against a 95% subconscious program that has been running for decades. It's like trying to steer a cruise ship with a canoe paddle. And here's where it gets really wild. Your body can actually get addicted to those familiar emotions. It gets used to that chemical rush of anxiety or guilt or unhappiness. And so the body, which is supposed to be the servant to your mind, becomes the master. It literally starts sending signals to your brain to think the thoughts that will produce the chemicals it's craving. In a very real way, your body has become the mind, and it will do anything to stay in that familiar, predictable state. Okay, so if we're fighting our own programming and our own body chemistry, how in the world do we break free? How do we take back control? It all starts with a huge shift in how we look at reality itself. So most of us operate on this old model of reality, the Newtonian model. We think, once I get the money, then I'll feel wealthy. Or when I find the perfect partner, then I'll feel love. We're waiting for something outside of us to change how we feel inside, but the quantum model completely flips that. It says you have to change how you feel inside first to create the effect outside. You have to feel abundant to attract wealth. You have to embody love to find a loving relationship. You teach your body emotionally what the future you want feels like before it even happens. This is it. This is the shift. It's moving from being a victim of your past, thinking that things just happen to you, to becoming the creator of your future. Because the absolute best way to predict your future is to create it. And luckily, there's a surprisingly simple but incredibly profound tool to help you do just that. Now, there's a technique that for years Dr. Dispenza apparently only taught to his close students. It was considered so powerful that one of them, believe it or not, reportedly won the lottery 14 times using this principle. But this isn't about luck. It's about a specific vibrational formula. Think about that for a second. This isn't about wishing or hoping. It's about using a declaration, a command, to literally call a new reality into being. The mantra is simply, I already am. See, most of us pray or set intentions from a place of lack. We say, I want more money, or I need to find love, which just sends a signal to the universe that we don't have it. It reinforces the lack. But when you declare, I already am, you completely change your stated being. You're not asking for anything. You are claiming a reality that already exists as a possibility in the quantum field. You're aligning your energy with it and commanding it to show up in your life. So how do you actually use this? Because it's way more than just repeating words over and over.
There is a precise 9-day protocol designed to turn this from a simple phrase into a life-changing practice.
It all starts on what's called Day 0. This is your prep day. You're going to create a quantum contract with yourself and the universe. The trick is, you don't write what you want. You write it as if it's already happened. It's in the present or past tense. Then you sign it and you date it. This is your formal commitment. This is you getting serious about creating a new reality.
Now, for this contract to really work, to get your subconscious mind on board, it needs 3 key ingredients. First, you have to frame it as safe and easy. Your brain resists things that seem hard or scary. Second, you have to charge it with a powerful, elevated emotion, like gratitude or excitement. And third, you have to be super specific and measurable. No vague wishes. These 3 things give your subconscious a crystal clear target to lock onto.
Okay, now for the next 9 days, you're going to do this ritual about an hour before you go to sleep. Find a quiet spot, get comfortable, and you're going to repeat, "I already am," 108 times. But here's the absolute game changer, the most important part. As you say the words, you have to feel the emotions of your desire as if it's already done. You're not just visualizing a future dream. You are remembering your success. You're feeling it as if it's a memory from your past.
So why is this so powerful? It's not magic, it's physics. You are combining a clear intention, that's your thought, the words "I already am," with an elevated emotion, the actual feeling of it being real. And when you combine a thought and a feeling, you create a new electromagnetic signature. You are literally changing your energy and broadcasting a brand new signal out into the quantum field. And according to quantum law, reality has no choice but to rearrange itself to match your new signal.
So there you have it. The science is there. The steps are laid out. You are not just a passenger in your life. You are the creator of your reality. So the only question left is, are you going to pick up a pen and sign your new contract tonight?